to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. As we'll see, the Eastern Michigan Eagles taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Eastern Michigan's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Kim. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Ball State Cardinals offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave it, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. There's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Robinson. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Eastern Michigan.
Looking to throw, it's Kim. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Hauls it in. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Got his man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The give to the tailback. Picks up the 1st down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. With the catch, it's Hamilton. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this 3rd quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The give and tick, 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 tick. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Snags it! Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. The Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Kim. Pocket breaking down. And he ends up taking a safety.
Man, that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the fourth quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Shoots his way for more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. To the air on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On his way back from the 20. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. To the air, it's Kim. Using the quick game. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Can't get him to the ground. The offense coughs it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
These crucial situations, you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. They'll give me a few first downs. This one's over.
Quarterback takes a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season.